Hello guys, welcome to a tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to build this simple iron farm. So first of all, let's look at what materials we need to make this farm. We will need about 4 stacks of glass. It doesn't really need to be glass, but I like to use this to see through the farm. About 2 stacks of uh, solid blocks. Doesn't need to be iron. It can be stone, cobblestone, stone bricks. Uh, about 1 stack of slabs. It can also be any kind of slab. 8 fence gates. 4 signs. 3 buttons. 32 fence. 3 beds. 6 water buckets. 9 soul campfire. You can also use the regular campfire, but the soul campfire does double damage, so it kills the golem faster. But the normal campfire works fine too. And here I'm only using 1 double chest and 9 hoppers, but you can use more hoppers and more chests to make more space to store your iron and poppies. And we will need 3 villagers and 1 zombie, and I will show how to get this in survival too. So first of all, I'm gonna place my chest here, and I'm gonna place 9 hoppers here, pointing to the chest. As I said, you can put more chests and more hoppers if you want, like for example like this. And you will probably want to do something like that or an item filter, because one double chest of this will probably fill in about 8 hours uh, of this farm working, so you might want more storage. And now I'm gonna put some blocks around the hoppers here, and I'm gonna use glass on top of the chest so we can still open. And now we have to go 20 blocks up. And in survival, the easiest way to do that is to actually have 20 blocks in your hotbar here, so that's easy to count. When you run out of blocks, you have gone up 20 blocks. So I'm gonna go 20 blocks up in all these 4 corners, and between them I'm gonna use glass, but as I said, you can use any block here. It's just for the golems not escape, but I like using glass so we can see the golems. So I'm gonna do that and I'll come back later. So there is 2 important things I need to say here. First, we are going 20 blocks up because we need to get the golems far away from the villagers so they can spawn another golem. And you can also build this underground, but you have to make sure there is no other space the golems can spawn except inside the farm, and that sometimes is tricky because it can be caves around and all that stuff. And also, if you use the glass between here, in the last layer, the 20th block, you need solid blocks here so the golems can spawn. And now we need to do another ring around here. So you're gonna have something like that, a 3x3 hole in the middle and a 7x7 area here. So now we need to place the fence gates here, and you can put a temporary block there and place 3 fence gates, another temporary block here and place 3 more, and you can place right on the side of that one and right inside of this one. You don't need one in the middle. You can remove these temporary blocks and open all fence gates. And now we need to place the fence around the farm. You can put a temporary block there, put a fence there, and go all the way around. These fences are just to contain the water inside the farm, and now you can put 4 buckets of water, one in each corner. And I also suggest, actually would be easier before you put these fence gates, but you can also do it now, to put some blocks here temporarily, just so you don't fall inside the farm while you are building it. And you can also uh, put the soaking fires here. It's important to put them before the golems start spawning, otherwise you can't put them later. Now come to the middle of the fence here. It doesn't really matter which side you choose, but you go 2 blocks up and then you do 3 blocks like this, and you can place the beds like this, and then you can remove these temporary blocks. And now you need to put some blocks here like this. You can use glass, or you can use slabs or solid blocks here, top slabs or solid blocks. But if you do use slabs or solid blocks, you need to put some buttons here to make sure the golem won't spawn here. And now we need some slabs around these blocks on the bottom parts of the slab here, and then you can put 2 temporary blocks here and put a slab on the bottom part of the second block and go all the way around and on top of the beds here. So here is where the villagers will stay, and if you have blocks like this they can't escape. And you don't really need this one, just this one around where they stay. And now here, from the block the villagers stand, you can push a temporary block here, and you can use a slab on the bottom part here, and then you can do 3 like this, and then you go 5 counting this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you connect here. And then here in the middle you can put 3 blocks like this, and the slabs on top. And now you can also put slabs all the way around here. And now also we need to put slabs around here like this. And now we need to put a sign here and a sign here, and put a water bucket here, and we need to put another sign here and here, and a water bucket here. So this will make the zombie go around this water stream and scare the villagers, and then when he is hidden here, the villagers can sleep. And one important thing is if you are playing this on 1.14 or 1.15, you need a profession for the villagers. So you can switch these blocks here for working stations that you can also place buttons on top, like the Fletcher working station for example. But here I'm in 1.16, so I don't need that. Now if you are building this in a desert like me, you don't really need to do this, but if you are building in another biome, you probably should make 7 blocks up the villager cells. You have to make a roof, so this is exactly on top of the villager cells, 7 blocks up, and you can go about 2 blocks in every direction and fill everything up, and this should be enough to prevent the villagers from get hit by lightning. So here you can use glass or bottom slabs. So yeah, now the only thing missing is grabbing the 3 villagers here and 1 zombie here. So now I'm gonna show you guys some easy ways to bring the villagers and the zombie here. So the easiest way to bring the villagers here is to come up here and make another portal, and block the villagers from going anywhere else. So you can block one side of the nether portal, and they can only come down here where they need to go. So yeah, let's say you are here in a village in the world. So what you have to do is do a portal near the village, and it's always a better idea to do the portal in the lowest part of the village. So if there is like mountains or something like that here, you have to find the lowest place and put the portal. And also if there is those path blocks, put blocks on top of them and then remove so they turn into dirt, because the boats can get stuck in the path blocks. So the first thing you need to do is do the nether portal here, lit it, and then you go first before the villagers go. And in the nether you have to dig a tunnel from this portal to the portal on your farm. And then you come back in the village and capture the villagers with boats. And you can put the boat inside the nether portal and get out of it and break the boat, and the villager will go through the nether. And you can do the same thing in the nether dimension. And when you do that, you come back here, the villagers will be here, and you can break the portal just so they don't go back, and you can push them down there. And you need 3 villagers, so yeah, let's say I brought 3 and I put them there. And then you remove this portal and these temporary blocks. Yeah, so now we need to bring a zombie here. So to get a zombie, first you need to do a staircase all the way up here to the water stream and remove this slab here, so the zombie can go inside here. And now I'm gonna show 3 ways to capture a zombie. So the first way is, if you have found a zombie spawner near your farm, you can do this. You can come here and break the torches and wait for a zombie to spawn, and he places the torches just so you don't have to deal with a lot of zombies at the same time, and drop an item. And if the zombie doesn't grab the item, looks like this one is not grabbing any items, it means it can't grab items, so you can kill it and try again. Okay, so after a few minutes here, I got a zombie that grabbed an item. Now you can lit up the spawner again and drop an iron helmet for the zombie so he doesn't die in the sunlight. And now you just go up here and the zombie will follow you, and you go inside here, and now you have to get out and put a slab there. Just let me get back on creative because I forgot the slab there. So another way is you wait for the night and wait for a zombie to grab an item, and also drop in a helmet. And now you can fly away if you have a light or something like that, and you can sleep. And now that's daytime, all the other mobs will die and you can fly up with an elytra, and all the mobs will spawn. So yeah, if you go high enough, every mob will spawn except the zombie that's holding an item. And now he's gonna follow you, and you do the same thing. Enter the water stream here, he will follow, and now you can leave here and put the lab back. And even if the zombie is wearing a helmet, you have to have these slabs here, because the helmet takes damage from the sun and eventually will break, and the zombie uh, might burn. Even if he's on water all the time, he might take damage from the sun and die over time. And so the last way to capture a zombie I'm not gonna show because it's exactly the same, but if you are in a desert and you grab a husk that holds a torch or any item, you don't need to give him a helmet. So it's easier just giving him an item, and you can fly away, sleep, and when you go back, he still be there holding the item, and you attract him here. And the husk doesn't take damage for the sun, so yeah, that's it. Yeah, and after you capture a zombie, you can remove all these blocks here. So now you can come here and break these temporary blocks under the fence gates. And yeah, try to not hit the golem. I'm in creative, that's why he didn't hit me back, but you can press F3 and B to see the iron golem hitbox. And for example, now I can still hit this block here, but I can't hit that one, or I maybe can here, but what you can do is just push the golem, and now I can hit this block here. And yeah, now the golem will die, and this farm will spawn about one iron golem every 40 seconds. So that will give you about 5.5 stacks of iron ingots per hour. But yeah, this is the tutorial. I hope you guys understand everything and uh, enjoy. And if you have any questions or anything uh, to say, you can say in the comments below and I will reply. So thanks for watching and see you in the next video.